y'all, so I'm having some lunch, but we got a lot to do today. I got good news and bad news. What do y'all want first? If you're like me, you want the good news first. Most people want bad news first. I always want good news first. Good news. We're working on the trailer today. Bad news. We're not working on the pantry today. Good news though, another good news. I'll sandwich the bad news in between good news. Some more good news is I know exactly where the package that we've been missing is. And it will be here within the next few days. So that's really good news because I've been straight up worried about that. It was a really expensive package. It's been headed here forever. It just hasn't got here. It is coming from Amazon, but it's not coming from Amazon, if that makes sense. So I don't think. So it wasn't like prime delivery or anything like that. So it kind of makes sense as to why it's taking forever to get here, but it still isn't fun to wait. But patience is a virtue. That's what I keep telling myself. And I know that it's not cool to eat and talk, but y'all are my best friends. If you come over here, this is what we be doing right now. And I've missed y'all too much. I haven't been in, I was in the last video, but I wasn't in the video before that at all, hardly, except for the outro. I was in the last one, but I really miss y'all, and I want to catch up with y'all. So we're working on the trailer today, not in the pantry, but still working on the trailer. And I might have gotten new doors. Somebody's saying I told you so. Finish it up. I'm letting you type it out. Somebody's typing I told you so right now. Go ahead, finish it up. I'll wait on you. I told you so. Does that make you feel better? No. You were right. Those of you who said the doors that we made for the kids' room and the bathroom were too heavy, y'all might have been right. Y'all were definitely right. We didn't change out the frame, and because we didn't change out the frame, they are definitely too heavy. And they have broken hinges and door frames, and it's a mess. So I bought brand new doors. Brand spanking new doors. We're not adding no wood or no weight to them or anything. We're literally gonna fancy them up with paint. And that's gonna be the heaviest thing I put on them suckers, and a doorknob. Another thing y'all might have been right about. While we're in talks about the hallway, square hallway. Is it a hallway if it's square? While we're talking about that, another thing y'all were right about is it probably wasn't a good idea for me to draw on my walls with Sharpie. Remember whenever I wanted upside down lines so bad and I couldn't find wallpaper or anything, so I just drew on my walls with Sharpie? It's cute and all from afar. It looks chic from afar. Up close, it looks like I took a Sharpie to my wall though. We're gonna be fixing that today. A lot of fixing my issues, but this is exactly why I don't call myself a DIY channel. This is exactly why I say, watch as we do this, don't do as we do this. Because I'm always doing stuff I have to go back and fix. My battery died. But anyways, I always have Shane do things that Shane has to go back and fix. He don't mind though, he loves me. I don't know what I'm doing, I don't claim to know what I'm doing, so that's why I get myself in pickles like this. I just YOLO everything and try new things.
Did you say yodel?
I yodel everything. I YOLO everything, try new things. I'm not afraid to try new things.
I thought you said yodel.
That could be due to the fact that I don't usually have to go back in and change those things if they don't work out. Are you afraid when I try new things?
No.
No.
It usually ends up looking pretty good.
From afar. Hey y'all, long time no. Looks like I have a rat tail. It was giving Joe dirt. So let me eat this salad here. Half this salad because I can't eat all this. I might could, but I'm not going to. Let me eat this salad and then we're going to get to fixing stuff and get in this area looking absolutely beautiful. I'm not trying anything new today, except for a new paint killer. But I'm not trying no new DIY today, so we shouldn't have anything we have to go back and fix in 6 months. Okay, so I'm trying a new paint color. I'm going to paint these doors because they're like that creamy white color that come manufactured wise. And I was looking on Pinterest and I was like, I'm looking for a color that's not the Stone Harbor Grace. There I go again. The Oyster Bay. I keep calling it Stone Harbor Grace. That's not the Oyster Bay because I don't want too much, you know. And you can see the doors. Whenever I have my barn doors here open, you can see the doors into the hallway. So I was like, I want something that complements that color, also complements what we're doing in the hallway, but doesn't like look like Oyster Bay threw up in there. It doesn't like overwhelm us, you know? So I found something called, what is it called? It's not Agreeable Gray. Why do I almost say that? It is Accessible Beige.
Hey, you want to know something funny about that?
What?
The guy at Lowe's couldn't find it anywhere. He's like, I can't find the number for this or anything. So then I looked it up on Google. You can actually look up the numbers they use at Lowe's, and I found it for him, and I said, would this help? And I showed it to him, and he said, let me try it, and he typed it in, and that was it.
So the Lowe's guy wasn't used to working in the paint section, so he couldn't. He was covering for somebody on their lunch, so he couldn't find the number for the accessible beige. So Shane looked up the Lowe's number for accessible beige and gave it to him, and he was able to find it that way. So I thought this color, you can kind of see here, it's very, very light. It's not a dark beige, not a coffee color or anything like that. When I think of beige, I think of coffee, like a coffee color, taupey color. Toffee color. It's not that at all. It's literally like that, but just a little bit more pigmented. That's what it looks like on the internet anyways. I don't know what it looks like in person. All I'm going off is this little dot here. But I think up against these Pure White by Sherwin-Williams walls, I think that's going to look really pretty, because that's inevitably what color the hallway is going to be, because we're taking down the zebra stripes. Shane says it looks like if you took a little bit of Shane and took a little bit of Merina and mixed them together. But none of our kids have the skin tone, so I don't know about that. So my shadow here, Peter Pan is here, but this is the Pure White, and this is the accessible beige. I don't know why I'm doing this for. You can't really tell the difference, but I can't either.
But
so
if you used a filter, you could see it.
Shane, I don't really know what this is going to look like, so I guess we'll find out whenever I open it. I've got 3 doors to paint. I've got the girls' bedroom door, I've got the boys' bedroom door, and I've got the little bitty bathroom door. Both the kids' bedroom doors are 28 inches by 80, and the bathroom door is 24 inches by 80. It's smaller. But Lowe's had on both, and they were on sale, so that's a win-win. Let's get these suckers painted. Shane also got a new power strip for all my lights for my new bookcase. So our one power strip had it, and then we got another doorknob to match our other ones. We get the matte black, 2 paint brushes, an extra pack of rollers, and some caulk.
The cartridge in the pear tree.
Oh, and then we got paneling over here, but we're gonna skim right over that and not talk about it. I'm pretty sure that this color right here is the same exact color as the doors right now. It might dry a little darker, but that is identical to the doors right now, so I might be just painting it for nothing, but at least I can say I tried. Even if it is a similar color, I don't think it's going to be. I think it's a little bit more neutral and not as creamy as that color, but even if it is extra coats of paint, it's not going to affect anything. Let's see if we can tell a difference. It's literally identical.
I mean, it's a little tanner.
How do I even do that? How did I even color match this on accident?
I've been acting like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you. So many times I've stranded, a castaway on unknown shore, although a stranger in this continent. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you.
Here's the difference. Right here's the line. This is a yellow creamy color, and that is a pinkier beige color. That's literally the only difference. You can definitely see that line right there. I've stopped. I've painted all this up here and stopped. There's definitely a difference. It's very, very minute and only by like tone. At first, I was like, what's the point in even painting this? If I'm just doing this to do this, is there even a point? But I was like, I'm going to keep doing it because at least the finish will be semi-gloss because that's the kind of paint I got. But I will say, after the paint dried, there's a complete difference. Sorry about the weird cut there. I went back and listened to it, and I sounded like I had like a bullfrog in my throat or something. That was odd. Like, literally, my body lost control, and I literally, like, I think I ribbited. That's the weirdest thing that's happened to me all week, man. So I'm going to paint these the accessible beige. That's the color in semi-gloss. Sherwin-Williams is where it's at when it comes to paint. I could rave about them all day long. I will say this paint that I'm getting here at Lowe's, it's good. It's a little bit better than the other brands they have there, but the Cashmere brand, it's not even a brand or like a sub-brand. It's like a genre of Sherwin-Williams paint. And you can, I don't know if you can get it at Lowe's or not, but you can get it at the Sherwin-Williams stores. That stuff is thicker than a Snicker. It is like as thick, or if not thicker than caramel, but it covers anything, man. I mean, it barely takes 2 coats, if that. Like, I can do some things 1 coat using that stuff. Not even kidding. It is that thick. It's that good. It goes really fast because it is so thick, and even in a gallon can, like, it doesn't go very far, but you don't need it to if you're just doing a single project with it because it's that good. I don't get that stuff at Lowe's. I only get that if I go to the Sherwin-Williams store, and that's a little bit more pricey. It's definitely pricey. So I've been going to Lowe's and just getting a Sherwin-Williams paint there, and it's been doing me just as good. I just need to use an extra coat or 2. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but since moving to the double wide, I had been struggling for a while, over a year, on like the whole theme I wanted the house to be. And I finally, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I finally got into the groove of the colors that I want to see together in this trailer and what I think looks pretty together in this trailer. It's taken me forever though, because back at the single wide, it took me a while there too, but once I got in the groove, I was pretty much already in the groove when I met you guys. When I started the channel, I kind of already knew my color palette and what I wanted, but once I got in that groove, it was Stone Harbor Grayish, Jacobean stain, like brick, you know, German schmear brick, all of that together. That was like the theme. And once I get a theme going, then I get to rolling when it comes to the creativity. So that's what I really needed to do with this double wide, is I just needed to find that theme I wanted. And then once I did that, it's downhill from there, like, or uphill from there. It's not downhill because it's not a bad thing, but it's not uphill because it's not a hard thing. It's good. It's good as gravy. That being said, once I choose a color palette, once I get the ball on the roll, then I can step out of my comfort zone and try different colors like this accessible beige. This has not been on my radar at all. I have not seen it anywhere, not until I started looking at beige colors on Pinterest. Had no idea about this color at all. But when I saw it, I was like, oh snap. I have nothing like that in my house. It's a beige color, which I'm usually not just a fan of. Like, I like beige. I like neutrals a whole lot. I really do. With my pop of my green back there, I love neutrals. But I'm just not a huge fan of beige in particular, which is why I went with a grayish in the single wide trailer, because I like gray and I like beige. I just don't like them separately. So put them together and make a baby, and I'm obsessed with it. So I was like, I don't usually go for something like this, but I want to try it because I think it will complement the areas around it in my double wide. And sure enough, it did. Once I popped that black hardware on here, the matte black doorknob, I knew it right then. What is it Tomater says? I knowed I made a good choice when I found you. That's what I was feeling. We went with matte black doorknobs, matte black hinges. I actually ordered the hinges on Amazon and could not use them. We had to go and get thinner ones at Lowe's because we have trailer door frames. It's a lot different. You don't realize how different a trailer is from a house until you start, I mean, I don't anyway, until I start getting in here and thinking of things to do, and Shane starts breaking it down for me how he's going to have to modify it for a trailer. I have big house ideas and I have a double wide, so we have to modify those ideas to fit what we have, or completely demo that thing and create it from the floor up and make it house grade level stuff. So whenever I was picking out the hinges, I didn't think, oh snap, I have a double wide, so my door frame's going to look a little bit different than a house's door frame looks. So I got thick, big, nice, thick barn door ones. Like, they're beautiful. Could not use them because they're too thick. They were also super heavy whenever I pulled them out of the box. I was like, I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm taking these other doors down due to the weight. I don't want to add weight to this. This is what that difference is. You can see here, it looks totally different drying, and once it gets completely dried, it looks even more so different. It's beautiful. But I didn't want to add more weight just for us to have the same issue that we had from the other doors. So we went to Lowe's, got the thinnest black hinges we could find, and thankfully it worked. Shane still had to do some modifying to fit it in the trailer. He had to literally make notches in the door and in the door frame too to get it to set inside of the door frame so it didn't stick out too far so the door could actually latch and close, and the little pushy thingy that comes out of the doorknob area could latch into the little hole that the pushy thingy from the doorknob goes into. You guys know what I'm saying, right? If you don't, I don't know what I'm saying either. Anyway, he had to modify it, but he did it really good. And look how good that blanket to the left matches that door. Is that not insane? I subconsciously color matched everything that's color. It's wild. I didn't even know what this color was. Like I said, it wasn't even on my radar, and I somehow subconsciously color matched it. Y'all know this isn't Shane's favorite stuff to work with, but thankfully he didn't have to make a whole lot of cuts with this. He just had to cut out this light switch. He didn't have any like outlet areas to cut out or anything like that, I don't think. So he had to do that and then cut two other pieces to go above the door and the door header, and that was really it. I really, really wanted these upside down arrows. It's like chevron, I think you call it, herringbone style thing. I really wanted that on that wall. I thought it was a beautiful accent piece. I didn't dislike what I did at all. I just disliked how I did it, if that makes sense, because you could definitely tell the difference in quality whenever you have a really nice wallpaper and it's beautiful, or you have a really nice paint job versus Sharpie on the wall. You can tell. I mean, that's just real. You can. So I wanted that look, but I wanted it in a quality sort of way that I did not have and I did not do. So that being said, I was like, I'm just going to cut my losses. Maybe one day in 10 years from now when I feel like messing, 10 years from now, when I feel like fiddling around with this area, we'll do something different. But right now, I thought this shiplap would be the perfect accent because we have it throughout the rest of the area. And I've said it a million times, I like running themes throughout the double wide. So this just kind of ties everything together in my brain from like the kitchen and the pantry area and stuff like that. So I like it a whole lot. One thing I've thought about doing, I still got to get, y'all don't let me forget that I still have to get outlet covers for the kitchen. I completely forgot those again. One thing that I've been thinking about every time we go to change a plate, like a light switch plate or an outlet plate, I think about these hacks they have where you can literally fancify these areas with picture frames, and I'm wondering how that would look. Like, would that look good? Because it would be like a little border area, and it just gives that little plate like a little extra sparkle, I guess you could say. I've seen it done on the internet in various different places, but I've just always wondered like if that would look good or not. You just literally put the plate on like this, but then you get a slightly larger picture frame and put it around that plate, and I guess it works as sort of like a crown molding / trim slash, I don't know, decorative wood thing. I don't know. I guess it works as that and kind of just gives it a little bit of what a baseboard does to a wall, I guess. I don't know. It is so stinking. I just hit y'all upside the head with the door. I'm sorry. It's so pretty outside. Like, it's warm. It's getting dark, but it's warm. So I brought the little baby goat up here. And I'm going to chill out with it while Shane finishes putting on the shiplap stuff. Okay, but listen, this is what I'm thinking. So I really want to paint that shiplap stuff, but I don't want to paint it white. It's already white, but I don't want to paint it white. I want to paint it the color I painted the doors. Is color on color like a thing? Is that trendy? I don't really care if it's trendy, but like, do people do that on Pinterest? Can people do that? I mean, people can do that, but does it look good? I don't know if it looks good or not, but I really want to paint it that color. I might think differently once we get the doors up, because that might be just enough of that accessible beige color, and I won't have to do anything else. But if it's not enough, am I going to attempt to paint the shiplap? Probably talking out my rear end right now, so I probably won't, but just let y'all know that's a thought that went through my head. Like, should I paint it accessible beige? So I have to paint it anyway. I have to paint it either white or accessible beige, because it comes primed, and you guys taught me that it comes primed and it comes ready to be painted. So I have to paint it regardless. I just don't know what color I'm gonna paint it yet. And if I paint it the accessible beige, and the doors are the accessible beige, that's gonna look like accessible beige through up in there also. But what do I do with the door trim then? I have steak seasoning in my fingernails. Like, do I leave that white, or do I paint the door trim accessible beige too? I don't know. I'm just gonna be out here chilling with my go for a minute while Shane gets that last piece of shiplap up. It's a small area, so I'm not in there helping him, which usually I don't help him with that stuff anyway, because I usually end up messing up more stuff and doing more harm than I do good. So I try to stay out of his way unless he asks me to help him. But in that hallway, it's just like super cramped. So he's got it. I literally hear him nailing it up right now. So I'm probably going to put up the chickens, get everybody tucked in for the night because it's getting dark, and chill out here with the baby goat for just a little bit. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, my battery dies, it's flashing again. I need to do a spring touch up on the porch, because my porch looks like a hoarder's porch. I'm not even kidding. Like, it looks really crazy. So I need to do like a spring little porch refresh, not like a makeover, but a porch refresh. I'll probably do that after the pantry makeover. See, my intrusiveness is thinking to do it this weekend, because Shane has some off days, and we could stain the porch, like floor, because it's looking a little rougher than my Rocky Mountain heels on my feet, and they're pretty down. My legs are prickly, sorry about that. See, the porch is looking rougher than that. But I really want to get the pantry done too, so I probably won't do that. I want to, but I probably won't do that. I'll probably wait to do that next week, because I think we have a free day next week, and it wouldn't take much to stain the porch. I was just talking about staining the porch.
No. No. You've been weighed in the balance.
And found wanting.
And found wanting.
But anyway, regardless, a little porch refresh will be headed your way, because I need to get this thing in gear. It looks awful, and we have such a beautiful yard. There's no sense. Such a beautiful porch, such a beautiful house. There's no sense in the porch getting like this, but it's literally Shane's made it his workspace. Which I don't blame him, because I wouldn't want to walk down the steps and walk up to the building either to saw something. But everything is perpetually, did I use that right? Perpetually covered in sawdust. He literally has his little horsies just chilling out here, and his table saw on my daggone table. Look who just popped up. Nana's here. Nanny came out to hang with me for a while, and while Shane was working, we were shopping for shoes. I was trying to find her some orthopedic church heels, because that's what she said she wanted, and believe it or not, I found some on the Amazon. She's going to try them on, and hopefully they fit really good, but orthopedic heels. She loves coming over and watching Shane work in real time. And you'll see her here in a minute. She tries to go underneath the camera because she doesn't want to mess up Shane's shot. And you see her little hair bouncing up and down. And I told her, I said, Nanny, how dare you walk on your legs like that when I have an editing software and I can just edit whatever out. But even then, I wouldn't edit her out because I like seeing her in the background of the videos. She's doing better, but I still don't want to put like a camera in her face all the time. You guys know when we moved here, the whole reason we moved here is because Nanny got devastating news and I needed to be next to her. I wasn't close to her and I needed to be there for her beck and call. I wanted to take care of her like she took care of me as a kid. And so I was like, I got to get close to her. I got to be next to her. And we went like that day and started looking at houses, got pre-approved for the house, started talking with loan officers, things like that the day after I found out the news. So I don't just put her in the videos anymore just because she's going through a whole lot, but she loves you. She loves you guys so much. You guys run into her all the time at the store and it just makes her day. One of you guys, I want to thank you because you saw her at Walmart and you bought her sunglasses, and I just want you to know that those sunglasses she has shown everybody, and she has told me 1,000 times the same story about there she is, how one of you guys saw her in Walmart and bought a pair of sunglasses for her. And I want to thank you for that because that really did make her whole day. And I've heard that story 100 times and I hope I hear it 100 more because it just shows like how much you guys love me, but you guys love my family. And I can't tell you what that does to me. I really can't.
Okay, so I just got the door on. This was a bigger pain in the booty than I thought it was going to be, but we got it working. It was too wide. So what I had to do was I had to cut. Yeah, like you have like so much on a door that you can cut because in here, it's hollow. Like there's nothing here. So like you've got like a piece of wood that goes out through there. So you have like so much room that you can play with. And I mean, I had to be careful, but I mean, I had to cut it. I cut it once, didn't fit. So I was like, okay, let's do it one more time. So I did another like very slim cut, and thank Jesus, the carpenter, the master, we got it in there. I also went ahead and got the new striker plate in. So this was pretty easy to get in and everything. I'm gonna have to cover the old one up because the door was a different size than the old one. But we've got the striker plate in. I'm either going to replace the door stops entirely because these were okay, but they get a little warped over time and then they end up not functioning properly. So I may get a different thing to use for a door stop. I'm going to cut some new trim to go around the top here and then caulk it up.
This song I'm about to play, it sounds like the fella is singing in cursive, but it's super catchy for some reason.
I'm waiting at the doorstep, I'm finally home. I've been gone for too long. Standing here a while just to take it all in. Radio's playing our song. And then you stood there smiling at me as so many times before. I'll never wanna be away, leave you again. You are all I want and more. It's true. If only I could do one thing, I'll be with you. It's true. Baby, how I need the loving of you. Waiting at the doorstep,
It's simple, but I much prefer it to the zebra stripes. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a blessed morning, even not whatever it is, wherever you are at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. See y'all later.